Right, I have made some changes. Yeah, yeah, it's a shame about that one. I really thought that one it was going to save our bacon, but yeah, I've got. This is an old favourite that I had a long time ago in animals. Yeah, if not, I've got to be honest. I've used the Farrison a lot. I mean, none of them are fast. I am going to say that, but that is not bad. And I have had this. I think I had this on. Oh yeah, the Roberts pack was only just in, and I had one of these. I don't. I don't know. I think, yeah, I'm not sure. They both look the same, and they both are the same, like this. But there's one that's got two backs. When you have to mix a cutters, metal, wood, tungsten. Being as tungsten is fantastic. Let's have a go. Wheel setup. I don't care about that. Tube ring. I have no idea what that is. Oh, okay. I would think with that, actually. Yeah, I think that'd be more of a pain than unloading mechanics. Unloading mechanics. Standard then. So where's the standard one? I can't see any little. Oh, that comes out the front on that one. But sides. Back door. Oh, there's one with two. I think that probably is. Yeah, it's got that two sort of sides, or one big. I think that's split. I'm sure it's two. Yeah, I will add the back door, but I'm sure. Let's try the other one. Tungsten. I think it's just. No, here we go. Yeah, that's right. So it's different slightly. It's got completely different double back doors. Yeah. So yeah, that's weird because it does say it's the same one, but obviously we can see it's. Don't want that. We do want tungsten. So it's 41,500, which isn't that the same price as the. No, it's not actually. It's quite a bit cheaper. Yeah, I'm going to say, I'm sure when I did this, I know with beans that start from scratch, and I am a terror, I realised this for like 217T, 217P. So no, they are two different models. I was looking at the by Paolo 59CR. I'm not sure I had the Paolo set last time. It might be though. It doesn't look right. So tungsten, double back doors, tube ring without wheel setup. Go on then, let's give it a bit of a beef. It's not costing us any more either. So the 41,500. We're going to lease it. Yeah. I've got to get this right because I don't think it's funny. This is really important. It's like to us on this particular Let's Play. So let's grab the big beefy one now. That is this fully upgraded? I think we did. I'm sure we fully upgraded it. Just while we're here, it just seems silly not to. Yeah, it is. There's lots of different models. I've got one. It is a Schnibble modding, isn't it? You can't see from that. Yeah, that's the 230. I think it is wheel weights, adapter plate, reverse driving. Oh wow. Okay, so that's exactly as it was. Let's grab that with this because it's meatier. That's what I'm thinking. And then we will buy it. Yeah, we can actually see now. If we look, I'm sure it's Schnibble modding. I'm going to say because I've got medium, I think. Yeah, it is. I've got one of Schnibble's slightly bigger one on. Yeah, they've got a weird, probably very realistic lurch. They don't accelerate straight away. And I'd imagine, to be honest, knowing how tractors' engines are, that this is probably spot on. Now then, can we, I'm trying to think about this, What I'm thinking, I'm going to go into a time lapse. I'm going to like literally mix a lot, you know, because it makes sense to get this over a number. So we've got a lot. Like, normally I just like stick it in the Amatana and load it, but with us it does need, I think it makes more sense. Mr. CP used to do that years ago when he does this all of the time, mixed it and stuck it all in, and he'd mix a lot, and he'd probably do that off camera, but I always like to show you that I'm not cheating. Sorry, I had a sneeze building, but it literally went away. Typically, when I muted the the sound, but I didn't want to like sneeze into the microphone. It's horrible. And then, yeah, because it's a pain. It's 1 second in like an hour recording, and you've got to find that second. You've got to like think, no, was it the first 10 minutes? Was it the second 10 minutes? You've got to find that, and then like do that. So yeah, I try my utmost to not do said thing. Right, so then we need to go into it. Did we bring everything across? Let's have a look. Now we know we've got some silage in that. Yeah, now I've been thinking about this also, and I thought, hang on a minute, wouldn't it? Because this is even worse. This is a 17 tonner, which means I've done the, yeah, I've tried to do the mathematics so that we know. So we've got straw pellets. If we do want straw, yeah, we've got 250 tons. And hay, we've got 372, and yeah, we've got a little bit TMR, which we can cheat sometimes. There's straw. I haven't got straw. No, that's it. Straw, hay, and no, it's silage. Silage is over there. Now that's the point. We were going to grab. Yeah, we were. We've got. It's not as simple as I thought of what I was going to do. I did. Am I running fast or something? No. Yeah, we need to leave. Or I think we'll. Yeah, I thought of this the other day. I thought, how am I going to do this? And I thought, right, come on, you can do this. Your bestest friend from the AGI pack will do very nicely to do this. Now, that's the point. I got the screw conveyor back in. I don't think it does silage. I'm going to say larger amounts of produce in a shorter time. Yeah, this is a bit of a strange one. I've got this. I literally got this, the PS511, on another Let's Play. Never tried it, but it does look like it would. It looks like a floor pickup. It doesn't say that it is, but it actually does look like one. Pappy does some cracking stuff. That's the one I'd prefer to do, but we can't afford 65 grand. The other one that I love is this one. This is my favourite thing out the AGI pack, which I've used on many, and we can probably afford that, and it would do what we want to do. It would like take everything and stick it. We could be clever. Yeah, let's buy it. Right, let's grab that and let's start. Let's use our noddle. I'm going to go into a time lapse, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start offloading into the little Massey, as in using the little Massey, should I say. Now then we need to, yeah, make it. This can manage this easily. Well, I mean, it's a bit gangly for anybody to like do, but right, I am going to say my words. Yep, I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side.
Thank you.
And there we were done. I thought I'd wait until the silage was done. That way I'd done 120 tonnes of the silage, and that would be my marker of when I'd actually done all that we'd done with that load. So how much have we got? That would be quite a lot. Oh, wow, a lot more than I thought. 508 tonnes of TMR, that should say for quite a while, I should say. So we don't need to do that. I thought I'd leave tomorrow's actually in, well, one load, because, I mean, the beauty of this is now, really, now that we've mixed a big mix, we could probably use the big one. I mean, the mixing's the hardest thing, really. So I suppose, you know, thinking about it. Also, no, we did this, actually. That's the point. I never thought about that. When you consider a mixer, it's... I mean, normally on a lot, if it's one of the internal sheds, you have to run inside. These make a really good thing, but obviously I usually have used the 22 tonner, which that's not a lot. That's you know, not a bad amount to take in. 17 tons, it's not that far off, but it's I think it's the other one that's the one that is slightly better, with the double doors that do both. This only does one or the other. The other one, I'm sure, is the better of the two. I did do some testing right back at Greenland's, and that is a long time ago. That was right at the beginning of FS22. So yeah, and this was the one that did left and right. The other one is the one that does, like, it's got the double door that's basically unloads even quicker than this. This was a lot quicker though, I was right. Paolo did a cracking job on this, really did. It's, I'd say, about twice as fast an unload as the one we used the other day. So no, I don't think we need it. I think we'll send it back. I think 500 and something tons is probably not far off. That's a lot of food. I think we're alright. Yeah, I never thought of just, oh, let's just lease one and then send it back. But you know, why not? Yeah, so cracking, yeah, cracking mix. Not end of the session. Yeah, there's thought. The other thing we need to do is, where did we leave our? No, they're back over the new field. Now I think it's little stones. Think it's little stones. Yeah, it is. In which case, we can roll that. And you're going to say, yeah, but you've not got a roller. This is true. We have not got a roller. Not yet. I don't think we have anywhere on this one. I'm sure we mentioned it on another one. Another session that we hadn't got a roller. Got a stone picker though. We could actually just roll the stone picker. Yeah, what's the point in having a stone picker if we're going to buy a roller just to roll the stones in? To me, it makes no sense. Now, this is a very large field. Now, I remind myself, I don't... No, we haven't, have we? We've not got any... No, we have. We've got a... sprayer, stone picker... I thought we bought... Have we always leased our seeders and that? I could have sworn we'd actually finally made the decision to actually buy one. That is really bad. I could have sworn we did. Obviously, we must have leased it again and said, oh, we'll get... Oh. Isn't that amazing? Because that means in all the times that we've been here that we actually haven't... Oh, my life. Wow. What beautiful Xerion by Schnibble Modding. Yeah, one of my favourite tractor modders. It's come to be. Yeah, recently I've noticed his work a lot more than. That's a terrible bonus, though. It is. We don't really. I mean, yeah, we've got the big one as well. So you know, I'm happy with what I've got. I do love the classes that they've got the front 3-point link though for the biggies. That's 480 horsepower though. Gordon Bennett. It's a beast, isn't it? It would. Well, we've got not even got enough for it. Even if we wanted it, which we don't, we would do with what we've got. That would kill us, that kind of thing. So, yeah, what we do need to do is clear the field across the road on 92, and I don't think we need to. It's a shame that the gate layout on this particular road is vile. It really is. And now, don't get me wrong, as I said, it does sometimes, it happens, and if the road is a little narrow road, I've got to be honest, the farmers around here would have to use little equipment apart from on like Field 19, which has got a cracking entrance. So it has taught me a lot, because I've always on most maps managed to do a good collection of fields. Now then, we really could do with someone. Yeah. Well, there's two ways we could do this. That's to shift them off the edge onto the edge of the field. But there's too many to do that. It makes far more sense to me to actually grab these and stick them on a trailer. So I'm going to go back into the time lapse, but I just wanted to, yeah, that's an awful lot of, yeah, so who do we need to grab? No, not Ryan. You will do nicely, although you're not the bestest, but I don't feature it enough really, so I thought, yeah, so we also need to empty that. Yeah, really. Wow, I did gauge roughly where the mass is. I thought if I do this wrongly, the mass is going to end up on the floor. But yes, he's sitting on the mountain at the present. Yeah, we ought to empty that, because we've got to get the all the grass. Now, I am right, isn't it? That is use of leftovers, that one. I'm sure that's what we decided we're going to do, the one thing we're going to do. No, it isn't. Bunker silos. I still think it is. Doesn't actually... doesn't actually tell you, does it, really? It's a bit of a shame. Right, so then we want one of the TPSs. And it's true, we can now offload it with the biggie. You just grab that 120 tonner and... or the 70 tonner is probably equally... probably more than enough for the task, really. Yeah, it's a little bit tall, but... yeah, it doesn't show now because the field runs down, but yeah, normally it really is quite... it leans up a little. Can you see it now? Yeah, you can now. Yeah, you can. So that's what causes the issues, really, when you're doing the thing. So, mind you need to hold on to it. Mind you, it's usually when you move with this, but yeah, I suppose, is it sensible to take a bit of equipment with you that you know is going to cause you an issue? And the answer to this question, I would say, would be not really. So as much as I wish to show this, and I do, it's not really the right tool for the job. Which a master craftsman, not calling myself a master craftsman, would, yeah, it's true, my Grant was an excellent, really good with tools. He was, yeah, he taught me a lot about patience and all sorts of things. Yeah, unfortunately, he died when I was very young, so I've got only a few memories of him, but yeah, he really was. I remember vividly his tool sheds and all the rest of it. He was very good at woodwork, which I'm not, and I know, had he been around, then I would have learnt how to, yeah, craft wood, because he was that good. Yeah, he did proper tenon joints and dovetails, and yes, yeah, I know the terms because he taught me those, but he didn't have enough time to teach me how to do them. Yeah, so this should be fine. Yeah. Yeah, he was a very clever man, actually, very clever. He used to work for the British Rail, but he was not a British, he was a white collar worker, as people call them, an office worker. And he'd got a brain that was so... he was like a computer. He was, and I'm not making that up. He, when the computers did go down, we're talking about very early computers that worked out the wages. He was in that department. He knew everybody's what do they call it, like pay number, and he could actually. When the computer went down, they could still work out the wages thanks to my Grant, because he was that clever. He knew everyone's numbers. So it was quite amazing that when it went down, it was yeah, Tony Hickling that they actually called on. So, yeah. Actually, I'm not sure my Grant liked to be called Tony. He was a very, very clever man. I'm not, mind you, I didn't know him. He was Grant to me, you see, so I didn't know whether he did or he didn't like that. But I'm sure, yeah, my grandma used to call him Tony, so he must have liked Tony. Ooh, come on, that would be awkward. Right, anyway, yeah, I think we ought to get a bit more work done. If this thing will play nicely with me, it knows I've worked hard and it knows I'm a little tired, and I always find that these things are merciless when they know that you were a little bit tired. They like tease you and do horrible things. So yes, got to get this just right, and then yeah, no, that's it. Let's it right. Anyway, time-lapse time. Let's get this lot off the field, and then we will grab the fence back across this side. That's the only bad thing. Oh, I can't. Oh, yeah. You'd think I'd remember. You can, of course, set this up. You can change the big bag handler now, so it has got the 2-meter thing. Yeah. Now, oh, that is a point. Do we invest 500 in what I was trying to? Yeah, I'm trying to test out that we got a tip. All my life. What on earth happened there? Right, oh, yeah, are we going to just ignore it? Or are we going to actually do something about it? Being as we've got the one tool right here, right now, that actually could fix this little bit of a problem. Or do we ignore it and just wander past? Like we were going to do. No, we will fix it. Hopefully. Oh, all my life. Now that, yeah, that's a bit crazy, but yeah. I'm glad we didn't look too much at what was happening at the other end. I said in trouble with mechanics until you try to go for realism, and sometimes when you lift things, it doesn't quite go to plan. Yeah, I'm going to try. That's just, yeah. Oh, naturally we're alright. I thought that's not bad. That's not. I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah, we really didn't need to do that. Now let's leave this here. Yeah, we're going to follow a tip. I've got to get this gentleman's name right again, because I've literally. I hate this. Every time you get a new computer, you get like a 3 months trial of McAfee. Now it's a good piece of software, it really is. But right, comments. Yeah. It was a Max Power 2149 who gave us this tip, and so I thought, let's have a go of this. I'm going to road test it on a few different Let's Plays, starting with Fairhead. I thought it's a very reasonably priced one, and it is one that I sort of missed. I'm going to try and put it in a pallet stroke bale configuration. Yeah, sort of. Now you could make it have more spikes, but I only think we need 2. But sometimes I suppose we could also. That's my trouble, really. Ooh. Yeah, you can also change it. Yeah, the configuration. Sometimes I think yeah, I'm a bit too silly with these things. Right, have we got any? I don't think we've got any milk. We've only just bought them. It's been a long month. Yeah, got 51 litres of wool. And we've got 207 litres, yeah, of that. Now the productivity is creeping up. It's 23%, so it is definitely going up, which is good. And so we want under front loader tools, and it's only front loader. That's the only, yeah, can't have it for the telehandler unless you did an adapter. And I've got to be honest, I'm not a massive fan of adapters. Really are awful. Yeah, there's also. It is a quick tool. Yeah, I did the shovel thing where I got the shovel as close to the right. The real trick with that is to try to go for 3.5 tons of both and then 7 tons of the hay, and it worked quite well. Obviously you can make up for that with the silage or the hay, so there's a little bit of wiggle room. But right, let's concentrate on this. So it is. Yeah, very nondescript. That's why I missed it. I looked through lots of forks, and I was like going on, like, have they got like, no, not the Saphir, even though I do like that's an old favourite. That basically does exactly what I've just said. Its fork configuration is so good that you can do pallets or you can do bales, and you can just about grab 2 bales, sort of like with that. That's a JMZ one as well. Yeah, this is by JMZ 2. It's the quick M140. And I didn't know, you see, it got with transport straps. Without camera. Now then, this is a point. Do release them and see if with the camera it's annoying. Because the fact that he's giving us options... Yeah, this is the bit that I can't work out. It says number of spikes 1. Now, I'm quite sure I can see 2. But that's the one I'm going to go with, the 2 one. Because that's about right for a pallet without going for the triple that goes into the middle block. Or, and that the same. The 4, there's still the middle block crusher. And 5, there's also the middle block crusher. So really, there's only the 2 one that I think... Now, I want it a really bright colour. We're going to stick to metal, because it shows up much nicer. And I do like the red and black together, so we're going to buy that for 500. What a cracking price. So we're going to do this, being as these are like straw bales, properly. So then... yes. So I'm going to go back into that time lapse. We're going to shift some bales. So if this doesn't work, we can always change the config. I think it'll probably... this is a telehandler, Mr. Smith. You've just said... Yeah, we're going to have to adapt it on. We're going to have to. Yeah, so that means we need... Where is the adapter? I think it's in... I would say... It's probably in telehandler tools would be a good place to start, I would say. So I always get mixed up with these adapters that don't always read, like, and I'm like, well, hang on. So really what we want is a front loader to no, we want a telehandler to front loader. We're dropping down, aren't we? So adapter from telehandler to front loader tool. That's the one we want. Yeah, that one there. Telehandler to front. Oh, and of course you can change them as well. I like the way that DD Mod Passion has thought that through really well for us. I mean, it's one of the best packs in FS19, and it still remains one of the best packs in FS22. Right, let's see. No, that is the right way around. It is. Yeah, what I really hate is if you have to double adapt, they're always very wobbly, but yeah. Hoping that that's not going to be too terrible. Right, okay, let's do that down. And we're going to go into said time lapse, and we're going to like get those bales shifted, and then we're going to grab... Yeah, I knew that I was going to... There's a lot of this session that's all me. Because I was thinking, oh, I could be getting on with it, and I'm thinking, well, you can't really be in 2 places at once. So really, I think it's just... Yeah, that's why I thought I'd set the field going, and it really was quite a lot. I thought, well, if he's done that field and I'm still doing this, then he really... That's... yeah, I've been here for a while. So, yes, I think this has been rather a long session, but of course it's time-lapse, so you won't really know that. It's not... Yeah, now this is always tight, I find, when you do go for the 2 like this. I used to do this on No Man's Land, where I did use a Sapphire. You've got to be careful, so if you go too low, it doesn't sort of does weird things, so... Oh, you've got a strap, I think. Obviously got to manually strap. Yeah, because obviously some of the CSZ pack, not that this is the CSZ pack, obviously. There you go. You just press the strap thing and you don't see them, but they just strap in. Now that's a clever use of straps. So, right, yeah, now that we know that this is how it works, I'm going to say my words. So I presume then that the actual spikes become ethereal when you let go. Oh, you see, and this is why I'm not... Yeah, they don't always do... Well... Oh, they've snapped to attention again. They're alright. I thought they were going to do something horrible. So, let's say my words, and we will go into a time lapse. Now then, do these... Yeah, the only bad thing is for pushing. Are they solid for pushing? They are. Right, yeah, I'm enjoying this, definitely. Right, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, it's done. Well, max power. I totally agree. Cracking. Yeah, and I think like anything, you do gain. I've used the big backhander a lot, and because you use it a lot, you tend to learn little tiny tricks. I would imagine that there's a more to this than meets the eye. That we'll probably gain a little bit. Obviously, I'm not a massive fan of doing it with silage bales, although I suppose when you consider we're sticking them in a BGA like this, we're mixing our loose silage. I really don't think I should have such sensibilities. It's because I think normally you'd mix it for animals or something like that, where obviously you'd think, oh well, actually no, I suppose it's you're breaking the fermentation sort of side of things, aren't you, really? So the one thing we've got to do is really shift that canola. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about, don't you think you should be like doing the canola, you know, like take that to the oil place, because really it's a standard. Yeah, I'm going to go with what Marty sort of said, which is we're going to pretend that the sort of the mod, yeah, because it's not available. We're going to treat this as if it's like on console, so I'm not allowed to use. It's going to mean that's going to mix at the speed it naturally mixes at. So I mean, I suppose we could sort of have another one built, but I suppose I think really that's why that mod is so good, is because realistically, I was saying when I was talking to Marty about the dairy, you'd have it enhanced, and you'd really go on what your dairy, your herd produces, and if you'd got to tweak things to like get something better to make the flow rate better, then you would invest more cash in that. And I suppose that's what the upgrade mod is trying to do. It's just it's not available on console, and I would obviously like not to do that, but it's also a game, and I think we've got to sort of go with that we basically, when we upgrading that, we're upgrading the equipment inside. We're not changing the building at all, we're just upgrading that, and it's costing us X amount to upgrade it. So we'll go with the spirit of the game. If it's necessary, we'll do it. So we need to stick these. Now that is a point, aren't we? Yeah, because obviously I'm sure that this is use of leftovers. I'm sure we said that, which is why I wasn't going to use the original ones at the BGA. I'm sure that's what we did at the beginning. It's just such a long time ago that, but I'm sure that's right. So this is a smaller bucket at present. It can be much bigger. So then, yeah, let's put that down, because it does alter mechanics quite badly when you've got your thing raised. It's then that it starts to want to fall. It's one of the few game mechanics that I don't think is quite right. It's not completely wrong, but it's not quite right either. So then, let's unstrap those and let them disappear, and then at least if we wish, we can make use of that in the use of leftovers. I'm sure it is, but we can easily try that by, well, we've got to empty it first. That's the other thing we do need to do. But what's most important than anything else at present is the canola. Can this do this? Oh yeah, no, it has got a cup, but it's not got 3-point. But it's got electrics. It's a bit, yeah, I'm not sure that it could do some of the, yeah, some of the working outs on this. I don't think it could do it, but so let's swap it for someone who can. Yeah, we do have the where did I put Schnibble mod? I left it at the wow, that does look a bit precarious there, doesn't it? Should we rescue it? It does look a little bit dangerously. I'm going to shift you into the middle. And yeah, there's quite a bit. We'll probably shovel a bit at the other end. I think, well, can we? I've not. Yeah, let's try, but I think we'll probably bash into that. Oh, okay, we might get away with it. So I would stop climbing these mountains. Yeah, it's just a matter of. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? You turn your wheels and you go into the actual wall, which you would. It's just, yeah, that's realistic. Just need to stay straight. So I think we'll leave him there. He's safe at least. And we will. So we want you for now. Yeah, we'll get that emptied. It's the chaff that's such a pain. We'll get this in. Could grab the 70-tonner, really. We could actually. Let's grab the. I think it's. No, it's not. We're in the wrong place. It's that one. Yep. Smash it. Right, let's go grab the 70-tonner, I think. Yeah, no, it's just big enough for what we need to do. So, perfect. For making our oil. I mean, thanks to Marty's allowing the edible triggers, obviously it didn't cost us as much for put that right in the way, haven't I? Of course I have. Of course I have. Without even trying. Oh, we have to nudge it now. If it'll let us. I do apologise for this, but some wallies put it right in the way. Who that was, Mr. Smith. I know. Ooh. Yeah. Let's do that. Push it slightly out of the way. He says as he clocks it back at full force. I don't like going back in here this long, because this was awkward to get out, but isn't that where you'd want it to be? And like, not to go through there empty, but actually with a bit of canola in there. Oh, now that was actually masterfully done. Quite impressed with that. For once, actually got my angles right without any faffing around. Right, so I believe we're after. Oh wow, we've got a lot of straw in there as well, haven't we? Wow, I was forgetting how much straw we'd actually got. We have a lot. We've still got a load of grass on the field as well. That's just the only bad thing. I wish it would get like a sub-menu. It could click on the sub-menu and go down. Because it takes forever and ever and ever. Right. Fantastic 66. Why is the... I've never seen that go wrong ever before. I've never seen the... I was talking about this, about how mods are crashing that have never crashed before since this latest update, so I do apologise for this. Unfortunately, there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. We should just try to ignore it as best we can. Wow, that is terrible. I thought letting go and grabbing it back would remind it that it was, yeah. So we need to be as tight against the left as we swing in as possible, bearing in mind there are trees there, and it will push me too. That's the only other thing. Yeah, the amount of times I forget about the physics of the pushing malarkey. Yeah, and also the dragging. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And as always, as fellow shareholders on the farm, I always love to hear from you. And goodbye for now.